bullshit. Better miss me with that bullshit. Better miss me with that bullshit. Is this gonna work? Because it deleted my video. And I was like really in the mood to record, and I had a lot to say, and I said it perfectly. Now I'm gonna have to say it again, and I don't know if it'll come out as perfect. This is more of a serious video, because, you know, I'm not always trying to be goofy and embarrass myself. And I know it might seem kind of vulnerable or sad, but it's just honest. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, it might allow you to get to know me more and who I am and why I think and do some of the things that I do. But I don't know, there's been a lot on my mind, and I just wanted to talk about it. You know, there's always a lot on my mind. It's that love scares me a lot. I just have this question, and it's that, are we going to have marriages like our parents did? I know that rhymes, but are we going to just mosey from one person to the next as we see fit until we eventually grow old and find someone we kind of like, and then settle down and grow old, and then that's it? I mean, is that how it is with our generation? Because I feel like our generation, we give up, or we take things for granted, and we just kind of, we don't stick things out because it's apparently like acceptable not to. You know, if you're not happy, by all means. I mean, is that how it is? Because if it is, I might as well just spend my time alone. I might as well just be alone. And some of you might be like, oh, well, that's kind of negative, or that's a miserable way of thinking, but I don't know. Because love is like a roller coaster. You go up, and then you go down, and then you get off the ride. At certain times, I enjoy it, but for the most part, I'd rather keep my feet on the ground and just keep walking. Because love scares me. I've always felt like I guess I'm afraid to let somebody come in and affect my emotions or affect the way that I think about myself. Because I think I'm at my best when I'm single. When I'm single, I'm confident. I take care of myself. I get so much done. I thrive. I grow. I handle everything perfectly. I handle situations so well. I don't let things get to me. I feel free. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that I want to be alone or I should be alone. I'm saying that I was bred to thrive being alone. I thrive being alone. And I think that the reason why love scares me is because maybe my previous relationship, maybe I can even say relationships, everything is so solid and strong and perfect. And then you see how a person's true colors start to show. And even still, you love them, but it's like, where did it go wrong? Where did I go wrong? What happened? You said things, and you said you meant them. And I've had no closure. And you get so comfortable with somebody, and it feels so good. And you want to be able to be so comfortable with somebody. And then when you finally do, it seems like that's when it's through. So it makes me automatically think, when I'm comfortable, that's when I should be terrified, or that's when it will end, or the rug's going to be pulled out from under me. Being in love makes me constantly think. It makes me constantly think about how well or how I will fit into somebody else's life or world. And when I love somebody, I'm super passionate. I'm so passionate. I love, like, the movies. I want to be that one girl that comes into your life and you will never forget her for the rest of it. And I want to be able to speak my mind and not fear it being taken the wrong way or it being shot down. And I was cooking earlier, and I had this quote come into my head, a quote that I apparently made up out of nowhere. And it was that, I fear that the only relationships that don't end are the ones that never start. Like, it's always better to wonder what if than to fail. And I can't really say that I agree with that statement wholeheartedly in regards to pursuing hobbies and my music. Like, if I just would have said, oh, well, you know, I'm sure I would have made it, or I'm sure I would have been awesome and never tried, or I'm sure I would have fucking killed it and made it so big, you know, and I never tried, that would be shitty. Because even if I didn't make it, all that I've done while pursuing what I love doing has changed me, has helped me grow, has made me a better person, has put me in situations I never would have been in. with people I never would have met. It's changed my life for the better. I'm sure it's changed other people's as well. But I think when it comes to, hobbies are a bit different than the complex nature of human emotions. Like, I guess it's that I would always want to be known as that cool, sexy chick than the cunt that you dated for a few years. And I'm not saying that I ever would be considered a cunt. I don't think I would ever even say that about anybody I dated, even if they broke my heart or they hurt me, because generally they're not bad people. Some of them. But I've never done anything to be considered a cunt or a bitch. I've only just ever been myself, and there's nothing that I don't think any of my exes would call me a cunt or say that I'm a cunt. I guess it's that I just don't want that what if to be better than the what happened, It's scary. It's scary to let somebody in and you care so much and you can't help that you care, and they affect the way that you think about yourself. They affect the way that you feel. I just don't want somebody else's negative shit to affect the way that I think or feel about myself, or just feel in general. And I don't know, I feel like that's kind of how it is in a relationship, Say, like, your dude's not answering you, or he's acting weird all of a sudden. Everything used to be all perfect, and then now he's being short, or he's not saying all the cute things that he did in the beginning, or he's not treating you like he used to. You start to ask yourself, like, why? Like, did I do something? What did I do? And then it just affects the nature of the way that you think about yourself. And I just don't want that. I don't like that. Life's hard enough. I don't want to think and feel shittier than I need to, or that I have to. Sort of why I guess I fear love, or I also associate love with fear. They say that you can't love something. Like, if you love somebody so much and they make you so mad, you can really, really hate them in that moment. I know, because I've gotten in super huge fights with my parents. I love them so much. And I've also really hated them in moments too. The thing about, my parents, though, is that they're always going to be my parents. They're always going to be in my life. I always like to at least still be cordial and be friends with somebody and still have them be in my life even after we date. And I know that's not always the case for other people. I am friends with a lot of people, and I'm a very social person, so it's not like super awkward or weird for me to still be on good terms with my exes or whatever, just because I'm just genuinely, like, cool and talkative, and just, I talk to anybody. But I just never want things to end on bad terms. Have someone get the wrong idea of me, or hate me in their head without knowing what's really in my heart. I can understand if somebody cheated on you, especially multiple times, for you to say, okay, they're a cunt, they're a bitch, they're a bad person. But the scariest thing is to just have been yourself, and through the ups and downs of life, and somebody still just let you fall over the cliff and stop loving you or not want to be with you. It hurts just as bad, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hopefully I'm not the only person that thinks these things. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only person that says them. If you can relate, or if you have any positive commentary that you want to leave me below, please do. Your thoughts. Anyways, Lexa out. Oh, and by the way, I did break my wrist, and there are plates and screws in my wrist, and this is the stitches. I got my cast off like a few days ago. I'm healing up pretty quickly, but I actually think this kind of looks cool, and I'm really not mad. I hope the scar does heal all the way, but if it doesn't, I'm probably going to get a tattoo like that. Alright,